Cool. So today we're going over chapter 17 in Atomic Habits. If I'm remembering correctly, this was the end of a section in the book, and he talked about having an accountability partner and making an agreement with someone or putting something at stake. He had an example of a guy trying to lose weight and writing a contract with his wife and his trainer, and some of the consequences were financial, and then wearing like an Alabama hat where he's an Auburn fan or something like that, if he didn't do what he said he was going to do, like weighing himself, hitting certain targets and all that. So I think the biggest point was to create some sort of barrier to keep you on target, and sometimes that's as simple as announcing to the world what you're doing, or the people around you that you care about what they think, and other times like giving yourself a consequence can help guide you in the right direction. Then just a simple thing as signing a piece of paper can be powerful. So I think everyone has to find their thing to keep them on track, and he's talked about not skipping. I mean, if you miss one, don't miss two, stuff like that.
Yeah, who's comfortable getting an accountability partner involved and signing a contract to keep you moving towards your goals of eliminating a habit or improving a habit? Or, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that kind of like, I'm like, whoa, I don't know if I'm ready for all that.
A lot of commitment.
I mean, it's crazy how like just the thought of it, like, writing a contract and actually signing it, right? Like, I mean, that seems really extreme. But how badly do you want to have the outcome you're looking for? That's I think the question we always got to ask ourselves, how serious are we? We talk about improving things, talk about, starting a new habit or ending a bad habit. How serious are you? And that's I mean, that's a bold move on his part to do something like that. Definitely an extreme move. But it got him where he wanted to be, right? He ended up adopting those habits that were important to him, and having the consequence of not doing the habit, right? And that this was, I think he talked about early on, this is like, making the good habits easy and then creating pain for yourself if you don't do the thing you want to be doing, right? And unfortunately, I think pain's always a very it's always a very good motivator, right? Much more than getting an attaboy. So at least for me, it is.
Yeah, look at the way the world works. We're all, I don't care who you are, every one of us is signing contracts every day for certain things. Your lease agreement, your car payment, your phone bill, for the most part. I mean, every little thing, anything with government involved, and it's in order to hold you accountable. So it's the way the world works. I think he's just applying reality to, like, if you want to make yourself do something, give yourself this kick in the butt,
Yeah.
I have a live example of signing a contract on top of a habit. Myself, like 2 months ago, I would say I technically signed a contract with my personal trainer on where if I don't follow whatever he's saying, he will literally drop me and not give me my money back. And I signed on that. I said, okay, you go, sir. If that's going to keep me motivated, there we go. But then now I'm encountering in issue where for the past 2 weeks, I couldn't keep myself on track. And that's where my brain is literally punishing me for like, how are you not keeping yourself on track if you literally signed something that you have to put yourself on that spot? And then every time I don't go, I'm like, why did I not go? And why did I do that to myself? And then I have to give someone else an explanation of why I did not do it. So that's really keeping me going. But then at the same time, I do think it's a little bit extreme because whenever you're feeling down or actually not motivated to do something, you literally just got to do it.
Yeah.
Just do it, get it going, get it over with. And I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to be thankful for doing whatever the task is or whatever it is. It's just literally a mental mind game about it.
Yeah.
Just show up, right? Just show up.
Starting's the hardest part.
Yep.
Once you get in it, it's easy to keep on going and use that momentum to continue. But yeah, starting is
the hardest part.
Yeah.
Well, look at the effect it had on Sandy. She's thinking about it right now. The fact that she breached her contract, it definitely, that's a good example of how it works, you know?
Yeah, and I like that trainer's move. Like, hey, you're signing up for this. If you bail, then it's on you.
Yeah.
And
No refund. Yeah,
No
that's harsh. Yeah.
that's Grant talks about that kind of thing too, where when he does, he'll pay for something in advance, like a trainer or something, because he knows, like, all right, well, I've already spent the money. Now I'm gonna go, because if I don't go, I'm wasting money. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, I think the hardest part is that first step of getting yourself to say, okay, I'm going to have an accountability partner, or I'm going to have this contract, or I'm going to have this person keep me accountable. That I feel like is like 90% of the challenge. Once you get to that point, then it's a matter of just, okay, I've done it. Now it's just a matter of executing on it. But that was my big takeaway as well. The other was making bad habits inconvenient. Just whatever it is, make it more difficult to do those the things that are that you want to the bad habits that you want to get rid of. So another good chapter, but easier said than done. That's for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely, thinking about when we're kind of, I'm going to go back a little bit, but the 2-minute rule, right? Like starting a new habit, you can only do it for 2 minutes, right? And that to me was kind of like a light bulb moment for me to be like, oh, all right, so if I'm gonna do this thing and I can only do it for 2 minutes, like I could get through 2 minutes of anything, right? I mean, I've been to the dentist a few times, and that lasts longer than 2 minutes. So
Yeah. Anyone else? Anyone?
Yeah, I got one. And sorry guys, I've not been keeping up with the books. I've been so busy, but personally, I enjoy, I'm gonna be raw, a whiskey on Friday nights, long week, right? And lately, family come over on Friday nights, friends, and I end up having a little more than I want to. I don't get drunk, but just enough where it affects my performance on a Saturday. So say Saturday morning, I need to get up and go to the yard and stuff around. I didn't have the energy or the desire because my body wasn't 100%. So I told myself, I'm going to let it go to keep myself in top performance. So that's something that I just recently done. And because it affects you, right? It affects me actually. And I want to be performing at 100% all the time. So a habit that I broke was, you know what, I'm gonna let it go 100% because it affects my performance the next day. Even though I don't think it does. Say I'm at 80%, but I need to be at 100% physically, mentally. So that's something personally that I've recently done. So
Good for you, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, I
Small
would
steps.
offer that we have built in some accountability partnerships in just within our organization, right? We do the daily meetings. We've developed we've developed the project management tools, which in effect are accountability tools, right? Like, did we do the things we said we were going to do? And it's amazing how much, like, for me, just coming to the book club, right? Book club's an accountability thing for me. If I haven't read the material and I show up to book club, I'm gonna feel like I let everybody down, and including myself, right? Like, I didn't get the thing out of what we're doing to try to create a high performance team. So I would say that the formality of the accountability partner, that is something I'm going to be willing to explore. But showing up to things is also an accountability tool, right? I mean, we do this every week. We do the bid room every week, even on weeks where I don't know that I feel like doing it, right? So we show up every day at 7:30 for a meeting, an internal meeting, and not something that you necessarily want to do every day, but we have put in place enough, I'm gonna call them touch points throughout the week, that I feel like even though we haven't written it down and signed the contract, we definitely have accountability teams within our organization. So
Yeah,
good
I
job.
agree. When those meetings, those 7:30 meetings don't happen, something feels off in the day. And it's rare that that's happened, but it's been once or twice. And it's like, it almost feels like a void of silence has beset itself on the office. And it's like, what happened to our kickoff or rev up? It's like, it's not there.
Yeah.
It's like trying to
Yeah, and
start riding a bike uphill,
Yeah.
from stop. You're like,
yeah, and working on figuring out what works for you too is super important. Like, so for me, I'm super visual. Like, that's why I love the whiteboards, because it puts everything out where I can just look at it and see it. I don't have to go into my computer and go find something. I mean, everything's on the wall. Last week I had Sandy put my targets for each day of the week on the board, and that's a huge help for me, because I can literally walk in and go, okay, what am I supposed to be working on right now? What's today's theme? Like, what's the highest priority? So developing something that just works for you, that's really the most critical part of all of this. If you're an all electronic guy and you don't need things written down, great, then figure that out and make that work for you. But finding your, I just finding your way. It's everybody's different. We're all wired different. One solution doesn't fit all. So I would just encourage you guys, if something works for you, then just go all in on it.
shove those chips in the middle, man.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else?
All right, guys.
Okay.
Well,
We'll wrap it.
Hey,
okay.
Shawn,
Yeah.
the link. I tried to come into the 7:30 meeting this morning, and the link on the email it's not connecting. I don't know if there's another one out there.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're having some issues with our office, whatever the tool is we're using. So I will
Nope.
get you added back in.
All right.
All right, buddy.
Thank
All
you.
right, guys, thanks for jumping on. We'll see you next week.
Okay,
All right,
take care,
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.
Later.